Fortnite has finally started releasing more official teasers, and it's told us so much about the new season. We now know a whole bunch of weapons, vehicles, skins, but we've also had leakers get access to the game files that have now shown us exactly what the map is going to look like, and it's answering questions around, are we going to be going back to Chapter 1 graphics, or are we going to be sticking to the current graphics but on the old map? Before we jump in the rest of today's video, I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to HyperX. Obviously, the camera setup switched here. I am showing off the new HyperX Vision S they sent me, the new HyperX Procast, and the HyperX audio mixer. Instead of just telling you about them, I'm going to show you. So the audio and video you're seeing right now are on those three devices. Let's talk price. I have now just gone from my usual $5,000 audio and camera setup to now what costs a little over $570. You have the HyperX Procast retailing at $199, including the mount and the pop filter, the audio mixer to be able to mix that as it is an XLR microphone for $179, and then the Vision S, which is the webcam, for $199. That's $579 compared to over $5,000. You aren't sacrificing quality though. You can still run the camera in a crisp 4K at 30 FPS. If you want to speed it up, maybe it's going to be a hand cam, you want fast movement, you can run it in 1080p at 60 FPS. Obviously, you can hear how nice my voice quality sounds into the microphone. I'm hardly even speaking straight into it. It's a condenser microphone. It's not going to pick up all that background noise in your room, not your keyboard, not your running PC, just your clear, beautiful voice. I've been recommending HyperX products for years now. If you guys want to check out any of their gear, click the link in the description down below. And again, shout out to HyperX for sponsoring this video. In case you somehow missed it was taking over the internet today. We have Fortnite releasing these official teasers. They are different images that when you piece them together, make one whole art for the new season. And they are telling us so much. We didn't have the original full image released from Fortnite just yet, but we have leaker @StreamFNBR on Twitter who has now leaked it. Obviously, the resolution is lower, but it gives us even more information. This leaker went on to leak what the map is going to look like in the new season and a whole bunch of battle pass skins. So I'll get to that in a second. Let's first break down this image and talk about exactly what's in it. Kicking off with weapons, front and center, right in front of you, we have the regular pump shotgun. We are going back to what looks like Chapter 1 Season 5 weapon meta. I say that because if you look at this new Ragnarok, which is obviously a Chapter 1 Season 5 skin, but reworked a little bit, you see the LMG, which is like the quintessential Chapter 1 Season 5 weapon. When I think of Chapter 1 Season 5, I think of LMGs, drum guns, and C4. It was a very hectic meta, and you can obviously see explosions in the background as well. We have the tac shotgun in the hands of Jonesy behind the barricade. There's also a really cool throwback to the Chapter 1 main Fortnite art of Jonesy behind the cover with the tac shotgun. We obviously have the regular assault rifle in the hands of this character riding the shopping cart. I'll get to vehicles in a second. There's obviously a lot of them that you can see as well. We have the regular Scar assault rifle with the character running in the background. We also have some kind of like RPG or what potentially looks like either the guided missile launcher, which wouldn't make too much sense in Chapter 1 Season 5, but it could also be the quad launcher. We also then have the chug splashes as well. That's what we see as far as items go. As far as vehicles, obviously you can see a bunch of them. We have the hoverboard front and center with the new little whip / Peely skin. We have the baller. We have the plane in the background looking crazy, and obviously we have the shopping cart I've already mentioned. This is looking like an extremely fun season, but of course it is. It's OG Fortnite. We know what these seasons are going to be, but this is the first official look that we've gotten that confirms we are going back to these metas as well. We're going back to the same weapons and items that were in these seasons. As far as other things that are leaked from official sources, we have Fortnite Competitive tweeting out, what is your favorite trap of all time, which just confirms we are getting traps back in the game. The damage trap was obviously in Chapter 1 Season 5. It could also be bounce pads or launch pads. We are going through multiple seasons within this season, so all three of those traps were in the game during Chapter 1, and it's awesome to see it come back. I'm a little bit scared of the damage trap just with obviously how good people are at building now. Even back in the day, getting a cone and 2 sidewalls on someone who was ramping up and just putting them in a box trap of death is just going to be so much more common now. I also don't hate the fact that now when I walk through buildings, I don't have to look around every corner to see if someone's hidden a trap on the roof, but I'm excited. It's OG Fortnite. It's just going to be part of the experience. Now, I've talked about going back to OG Fortnite. We're going back to the vehicles, the weapons, and all that made it Chapter 1 Season 5, but are we going back to Chapter 1 graphics? You can probably notice from this image? No. If you look at the actual flowers, if you look at the grass, you look at the trees, those are chapter 4 graphics. Those are modern graphics for Fortnite. A lot of people were starting to get very excited that potentially we would go back to the OG graphics. Now, we are not even on the same engine that used to run Fortnite back in chapter 1. We are now on Unreal Engine 5, when obviously that was on an earlier version of Unreal Engine. So I'm pretty sure, again, I'm not a software engineer, they could change the graphics to go back, and this is just the art style right now, so it could just be the key art and they're gonna actually change it in game. But I'm pretty sure at this point what I'm using to describe the new season is the fact that it's gonna be new Fortnite in an old season. So we've already confirmed we're gonna have sprinting, mantling, we're gonna have no builds. I'm assuming we're gonna have all those other things as well, like we're gonna have edit on release, all the new settings, and we're gonna have the new graphics. That has obviously upset a lot of people. It won't have as much of a nostalgia feel without the old graphics. We could potentially still get the old sounds, which I think is what really brings me back. When I hear the original headshot sound and I hear the original like doo-doo-doo when someone gets knocked or eliminated, that was an absolutely terrible rendition, but you get what I mean. I think the sounds actually transport me back to OG Fortnite as much, if not more, than the graphics. We now also know we are going back to what looks like the identical map of Chapter 1 Season 5. Now, Stream FNBR leaked this, and obviously this is the map without it being discovered, and it just has the POIs, but from what I could see, unless I'm wrong, it's identical. We are going back to the exact map of Chapter 1 Season 5, and that has me so incredibly excited. I pulled up the map on Fortnite.gg/map evolution tool, where you can go back to old seasons and get a full image of the season, and I see no differences, and I honestly forgot just how beautiful this map is. It's such a nostalgic map for me, but it's not as early in like Chapter 1 Season 2 where I felt like there wasn't as much going on. There is the perfect amount of nostalgia, but still plenty of places to go, so it looks like it's safe to say for this throwback season, all the different OG seasons we go to, they are going to be those maps and those weapons. There might be a few tweaks in there, but all of the leaks we've seen today has confirmed that we are going back to OG Fortnite. I know that sounds crazy because that is the entire name of the season, but there was still a lot of rumors that we might get maybe like a half map, or maybe it's like 80% old map with 20% new stuff. But no, we're going back to OG Fortnite completely. Following the theme of new Fortnite in the old season, Stream FNBR did show the fact that at this point the UI is identical, so it does just kind of confirm my theory that the game is still not going to be completely OG Fortnite from a functional standpoint, and honestly, I'm okay with this. A lot of the things that we've taken for granted have only been added in recent times. Like if we went right back to Chapter 1, no sprinting, no mantling, no sliding, all of the crazy settings that we now have, I mean, we'd go back to OG aim assist. A lot of people probably wouldn't be too upset by that one, but we wouldn't have reboots. It's just a lot of things that would be missing. So as much as I would like to pick and choose certain things, like I would love to go back to the OG graphics, sound, and the UI potentially, honestly, if I have to have all OG and none of the new stuff, honestly, I'm probably going to take a lot of the new stuff Fortnite is putting in there. So you guys might disagree, that is half the experience of OG Fortnite, but you got to remember, we also aren't going back to OG Fortnite skill. We are still going to go back to people quad edit one pumping you going absolutely crazy. Even in no builds, the players have gotten really good. So at the same time, we need some of those quality of life changes like reboot vans to keep it a bit more fun. Just my opinion though. I want to hear yours in the comment down below. Would you rather go back to complete OG, or are you kind of happy with the way it looks like they're doing it? Now let's talk about skins and battle pass, because this is where we are definitely getting a meshing of old and new. If you look at a bunch of the skins that have been leaked by Stream FNBR, again, we have kind of a mix. We have like this Ragnarok Omega Rock is what it's called. It's called Harbinger Armor Omega Rock. So again, it's going to be Ragnarok combined with the Omega skin, which if you guys don't know is one of my favorite skins. I'm still wearing it to this day. There is a whole bunch of cool different styles to these skins. We also have the Dark Storm Renegade Lynx. Again, they're really long names, but it's kind of cool to see them combining all of them as well. This does also confirm we are going to be getting some kind of a battle pass. I don't know how long the battle pass is going to be, because again, it's only a 4-week season, so you got to imagine it's gonna be faster to get through this battle pass, or easier. It means you might just be getting more value for your money though. You're getting as many skins as you normally do in a 3-month season for the same cost, but it only takes you a month. So again, you got to look at it how you want to look at it. We also have this really cool like Renegade Lynx kind of looking skin. There's a bunch of awesome emotes in there that are throwbacks to the past. We have little longboat, which again, the Viking ship is one of my favorite drop spots. I am so excited to go there. And obviously the main skin of the season, the one that's in the front center of the key art I showed you earlier, you are gonna notice it is obviously a version of the OG Black Knight, which is one of the only skins I don't have that I wish I did. This is a Spectra Knight, and if you look at this image, you can change so many things about it. You can edit so many aspects of it. It's not just one style change, you have a bunch of colors. So it looks like the battle pass or the cosmetics, in my opinion so far, are looking like a huge W. If you're as excited about the new season as I am, swing by my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Aussie Antics. I'm gonna be doing a massive stream all day before the downtime, into the downtime, and the new season. I'm gonna be giving away a whole bunch of V-Bucks so a bunch of you guys can buy the battle pass. It's gonna be a super fun time. Make sure you swing by. I am so gassed for this season.